Death has never been closer. Let's talk about Final Destination 5. Death returns to claim the unlucky survivors of a deadly bridge collapse, and this was a pretty good one. And with this film, it stars Nicholas D'Agosto, Emma Bell, Miles Fisher, who is the Tom Cruise look-alike, David Koechner, and we do see Tony Todd back as the mysterious Mortison. After being absent for 2 films, he finally comes back. And I got to say, this was a pretty good one, a pretty interesting, unique one. Because with the deaths in this, they were unique, they stood out, ended up giving me some phobias that I never had before. But with this film, it does do something new and unique with the whole death concept. How you can escape death, and I do believe that it did that very well for the most part. As characters in this film were good for the most part. Like with this film, the beginning part was pretty crazy too. The deaths throughout it stood out, and with how this film ended, it was such a crazy ending. Pretty interesting to see how it ties in all together. It was one that I definitely did not expect, but yet I was just mind blown by that ending. And I do believe that it worked with that. Some minor flaws with this film is that I do admit I do think they could have done a little bit better with some of the characters. Written them a little bit more better. And maybe just showed off a bit more. Showed off more about this new concept on how to cheat death. But at the same time, I thought this was pretty good. It was definitely much better than the last one. And I think this film might be up there on the list for me. Because let's be real, some of these characters were pretty unlikable and had it coming. Overall though, Final Destination 5 was a great sequel, had great characters and pretty gruesome deaths. And a super crazy ending. But what are your thoughts on Final Destination 5? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.